Hello and welcome to the Alectio tutorial on creating your first project. My name is Justin, as you can probably see from the title of this page. Goal of this video is very simple. It's just to get you up and running on the platform, teach you some of the rudiments of project creation so you can start experimenting and see how Alectio can help. This is the screen you will be greeted with after you sign in, after you put in your username and password. Underneath this happy little robot, there's only one button, and it's Create New Project. And so let's just get started. So a quick note about what a project is at Alectio. We think of a project as a data set, and that data set can either have a model associated with it or it cannot have a model associated with it. But every project does require a data set. If you were here just to simply label data, that would be this option on the right. But most of our customers are here to optimize data and models together to help find the most optimal data to train that model on. So we're going to click on this brain icon and go through that workflow for you right now. So the next screen you'll see is the name and description screen. Pretty self-explanatory, but a couple things I want to walk you through here. If you need to go back in the process at any point, that's what this left nav is for. And this next button will not light up until we have the required information on the page. So in this case, we don't have a unique project name. So let's put in a unique project name. You can see now that next button is lit up. So we're going to click next. One thing to keep in mind, though, before I do that, these names are searchable, and if you're anything like me, you're going to create a lot of projects. So use some kind of naming convention that you're going to remember in the future so you don't end up with just an endless stream of projects. All right, so once we click next, we are greeted with the what kind of data type would we like to work on today screen. One of the neat things about Alectio is our platform is data agnostic. We can work with any kind of data and help optimize a data set to a model. Importantly, most of our customers right now are using image data. So that's, again, we're trying to go through a typical workflow here. So that's what we're going to do. But once you click these, what you will see is the sorts of tasks you want to perform on the platform. So under image, you'll see image classification, you'll see object detection, and you'll see semantic segmentation. Under text, you would see text classification, sentiment analysis, and named entity detection. And under numeric, you would see regression and numeric classification. We are going to do an image classification job. Note that we cannot move next until I click one of these, and now that's available to us. So we will move on to the next screen. Here's simply how you're going to provide your data to the platform. We're going to work bottom to top here. If you chose this one, chances are you're using our on-prem solution. If you've installed the SDK, that's what you would use. If you are a student or somebody who just wants to kind of do experiments on some open source data sets, this second option will hook you up with some of those. We're actually going to use CFAR for this tutorial, but that's the kind of thing you would see there. This is great for students or anybody who just kind of wants to poke around the platform and just run their first couple experiments. But again, typically we're seeing people upload their own data set, so that's what we're going to do here. So we're going to click that, and then we are going to click next. And we are going to choose how we are going to provide that data set. So two options here, a cloud link. Here you just put in your S3 bucket. But we're going to upload from a local machine today, so we're going to click storage file. Here, super simple, just two, we're asking you to upload training and test data. Obviously, you're all very familiar with that. So we're going to just do data batches 2, and we are going to put in our test data as well. So we'll just say that's test batch. And then we're going to click next. So as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, some people do use Alectio to actually help label their data sets. We will go over all of these options in a future tutorial. You would obviously just click this to do that. We are going to imagine, though, this is CFAR after all, that the data set is pre-labeled and move on to the next screen. So here's where you would upload a JSON with your files or manually add your files in. Again, simple kind of drag and drop or upload and browse button here, but I want to show you that just the manual here. So just click that and then put in the classes you would like to put in. So we'll say car, we'll say cheese, and then we'll make a typo. If you make a typo, just kind of, there's these X buttons right here. Get rid of those. Once you've put in enough classes, I'm sure you're going to have more than 2, and most of us are obviously going to be uploading from a file. But if your file had some, say, some classes that you didn't want to use for your experiment, you could just get rid of them by clicking down below. So we're going to move on to the next screen, which is actually the last screen, which is, since we're here to optimize a model and data set together, we need the model. So here, you again have a cloud link that you can upload for your, say, your S3 bucket, or upload again from your machine. We're just going to do that. Where is it? There's our model. And at that point, we are good to go. So we're going to hit preview, and you're just going to see everything we've seen. You're going to see everything we've done so far, which is right here. So we have our project name, unique project name. We did not put in a description. We are working with images. We uploaded our own data. We did data batch 2. Our set is pre-labeled. We are doing an image classification job, and our model is tutorial model.py. At that point, pretty obvious what to do next. You click create project, and then you are good to go and start experimenting.